Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Over the Bar, and my name is still Adeoye Salem. Now, before the first leg of the quarterfinals of the Champions League, a lot of people thought that the Giant would slay the minor. No, let me change it. A lot of people thought that the way Jeremiah is looking at me, he doesn't want me to say what I want to say, but I'll say it.
Say it. I know where you're going.
Ladies and gentlemen, before the first leg of the Champions League, a lot of people thought a Real Madrid Giant will slay Arsenal's David. But as it is, the fear right now is not in the camp of Arsenal, but is actually in the camp of Real Madrid. Real Madrid might, for the first time in a long time, not proceed beyond the quarterfinals of this year's Champions League.
It's not done yet now.
Courtesy of a Declan Rice's masterpiece, and then of
the only
course
defense for that day.
a Mikel Merino's how to be a striker when you're not a striker masterclass. And ladies and gentlemen, a lot of haters. One of the things that I found out in the course of that week and in the course of the match is the fact that we have more people who watch Arsenal than actually people who watch Arsenal out of love. Well, as it stands right now, our friend Jeremiah is happy without being happy. Because whatever it is,
Arsenal now.
It's okay. Whatever it is, at the end of the day, the people that should be happy with the most are the people that, courtesy of that Arsenal's victory, stand a chance of actually making it to the Champions League. Because with that victory, under the new coefficiency rule, that means England would have 5 teams playing in the next edition of the Champions League. It's a beautiful one, I must say. But whatever it is, at the end of the day, let me first of all leave all of that, because I know that you're still pissed with Andre Onana. But we're not getting there. We're not talking about that yet. Shegun Sams, how does it feel this week being an Arsenal fan?
I don't know if I'm permitted to just stand up and just do garage shifts. Ladies and gentlemen, can you just view into the channel? Look straight into my eyes and feel it.
Guinea. I comment myself.
Before I even go into
that says it all, bro.
So one of the things that I saw online that I still find very interesting is somebody said, was it online on the WhatsApp group? Somebody said, now this rice is better than basmati.
Normally now.
It's Declan Rice Mandela to the end of this month.
Declan Rice
Mandela.
Okay, so what stood out for you in terms of play for Arsenal? I mean, let me start with you, Ben, Jeremiah. You were hoping that Arsenal will win.
Yes.
In all reality, you hoped that Arsenal will win. You stylishly supported Arsenal, even though you were threatening everyone on the WhatsApp page. But you stylishly supported Arsenal. Are you evidence? So
Evidence, Kenny.
it's not you, Shay. Don't worry.
Okay. Actually, before, if you notice, pending before the game started, immediately I saw the lineup. I posted the picture in the group, a 3-0 predicted. Somebody posted that picture on Facebook. So I saved it, and I looked into it, and I said, this is Madrid coming to Emirates, and from the look of things, Madrid will not qualify. Madrid can still qualify if it was a 1-0, 1-0, 2-0 win for Arsenal. I said it on that group that we needed 3 goals. I was supporting Arsenal that night.
I remember one of the things that you did was after the first goal, second goal, you said Arsenal need to score 1 more goal.
Yes.
I remember that.
So I was like, this Madrid team, they were seeing chances, they were missing chances. I was smiling that Arsenal, it's up to you.
Were they really seeing chances?
They're not seeing chances.
No, the few chances they saw.
One or
first,
two.
in the first half, Mbappe.
They only had 2.
Mbappe's.
Only 2. Mbappe and just only Mbappe. Mbappe had 2 chances. That's all.
So that first chance, if he had scored that chance, it might be another story now.
Yeah, exactly.
But nevertheless, beating Madrid with a clean sheet, it's outstanding. That's one. I give it to Arsenal, and especially the game changer. The only positive in that game was Declan Rice, because he said it that the assistant coach was telling him, put in the cross. He was telling Saka.
No. It wasn't the assist. There was a conversation between him, Saka, and Odegaard. Odegaard asked him to
and
cross.
Jova too.
No, Jova was asking him to bend it beside.
No, to
He was
cross.
asking him to cross.
Yeah,
Uh,
he said
Rice said that.
he
He
wanted
said
him to
he
cross.
wanted him to cross.
Oh, they
But
said
was
the same
telling
thing.
Saka that I'm going to hit this.
no. Saka was
Saka
the one.
said- Saka
If you
said,
feel,
I mean,
if you feel like
can
eat
hit
it,
Yes,
then eat it.
So when he hits the first one, my network was poor. I had go. I said,
Oh, you were streaming on your
yes,
phone.
yes. I was angry because I said that noise is coming from Madrid, though. So when I swiped down my notification, I saw Arsenal. I said, Rice, Rice.
That was his first
That was
free kick
Lucy's
goal.
score. I was shocked that Rice. So I heard somebody, my neighbor, was saying, "It's a free kick, free kick, Rice." So in the process of me trying to reconnect, it was another free kick. So I thought it was the highlight of the first free kick. I was seeing 1-0. Type a live Lele when she play. When he scored the second free kick, I saw 2-0. I just came to the group. I said, "We need one more goal." Because it was funny, but it was not funny because it is very, very odd to see Rice standing in front of the free kick. When he scored the first one, nobody will agree with him to take the second one. We'll send him
You
back this
understand now?
one. End up that.
I think if we had seen 11 free kicks,
He will play
it would be
everything.
11 Declan Rice. I'm telling you.
I think that a lot of people, this now would probably need to change how a lot of us watch football if you're very sensitive. One of the things that I noticed was that if you notice that two people who plays Arsenal corners consistently if they're on the pitch of play, if they're on the pitch, Declan Rice and if you've been watching, Declan has a way of whipping it almost into the net consistently. Whipping it in such a way that it disturbs the goalkeeper. And I remember there's one person that we normally watch at Wembley's Place together, Baba Beji.
Okay.
He would say that once Declan Rice is not playing or Saka is not playing, that the corners are not always as strong as they are.
Which is true.
Which is true. And if you can play corner that well, you stand a chance of being able to bend it that well as well. And we've not been observing. Declan has been bending
Even
during
apart
during
from free
games.
kicks, even his shots.
Is consistent. Check his
Yes.
goals.
Even the one he scored against
They are
Man.
mostly outside box.
Even the one he scored against Man. That lucky goal he scored against Man. But let's leave that for now.
I like that.
Yes, we're lucky, right?
That one suits me.
Okay, so Shagun, beautiful game for the first leg. The second leg is coming, and a lot of people are saying you're coming to Santiago Bernabeu,
Yes.
and there are a lot of fears for you. First of from between you and I, let's imagine that the audience are not saying this. Between you and I, are you worried that Arsenal might have a tough time?
Never.
Bernabeu?
Sincerely speaking, never. Like, see, I've watched Arsenal, especially in the Champions League this season. I think we have the best. We had the best away performance. Record this season. I don't care, but I don't know the team. I don't want to care. I don't want to know. I don't know the name.
It's Madrid we're talking about.
No, it's not. I'm being serious. Say, Madrid should be very, very careful of Arsenal
At Santiago Bernabeu.
Yeah, they should be very. They will want to come out all in their power, in their might. 5 minutes. Want to rush the game. Hello, that 5 minutes you might chop 2 from Arsenal because don't come out. You come out, chop it. I'm serious. I'm being serious. See, I'm not scared of this match. Second leg, for the fact that we are even 3 goals ahead. Hello, we are 3 goals ahead already, so there's no point.
But
So
what I believe Arsenal should look out for is just a goal. Scored a goal in the first half, and that's the end of
I'm
the game.
telling you, and that's all.
But the problem now is, can I say this on camera?
It's your opinion, not mine. Say it.
Arsenal will be playing against 4 teams.
4 teams.
Yes.
Or
Four
extra
platforms.
4 platforms. Okay, so name the platform.
Or 4 different opponents.
Yes, opponents.
Yeah.
Arsenal will be playing against Real Madrid.
That's 11 men.
Arsenal will be playing against the atmosphere of Santiago Bernabeu.
That's 12. That's the 12th man on the field.
Yes. So, and Arsenal will be playing against the VAR and the referee.
That's 13 and 14.
And another one
Which one is
is
it?
the UEFA.
How do you mean UEFA?
I just said that.
Jeremiah, UEFA cannot erase.
No,
3-0.
they cannot erase anything.
They can't erase 3-0. And they cannot even remove goals.
They cannot remove goals,
They
but they
will
can
chop
add
it.
goals.
They should see.
How can they add goals?
The reason why I said they can add goals is because we have a Madrid team that they are very, very dangerous in front.
Yeah, Madrid. You know
Yes,
what?
they are very, very dangerous.
And we have the Madrid team their defense leaks more than
Yes.
my mom's pots.
Jesus.
Ṣé pot mọ́ mi mọ́
Listen,
mi?
Nígbà yẹn láyé ìgbà yẹn a máa fi oúnjẹ pot dín ní.
But
You understand?
mind you, in the second leg, they'll be having Edgar Militao back, Rudiger back, fully.
Militao.
Yes.
I don't care who is at the back.
You should care about Militao.
We have
but
we have one of the best defense in England. Then they chop 5-4.
I'm going to say something.
I'm serious. I'm not being
our
biased.
current league leaders.
Real Madrid not
There's
this
something I want to
season
say
are
now.
not the same as last season.
I want to
Let's
bring
be
bring
realistic.
something in the contest. Madrid is in one of their worst season. You understand?
Put that in context.
Liverpool will be winning the league as one of the luckiest teams to win the Premier League.
Very, very
We're going to get there. We're going to
Now I
get
want to
there.
dive into something.
Oh, yeah,
and our champion, Liverpool, was very, very played out by PSG in the Champions League. That's just an example of
It's the irony of it all is when you mentioned that, the irony of it all was that same PSG team
Arsenal-
that made Liverpool ordinary.
You know, Arsenal made them
ordinary
ordinary.
too. So
yes,
football
yes.
is
That was in the I think that was the second
in the
game
group
of
stage. In the group stage.
That was the
yeah.
second game that Saka scored, I think, a free kick, something
Of
like
course
that.
now,
Yes. So that's what I'm actually coming at. And look at Aston Villa playing against PSG. Aston Villa came out like they wanted to win the game, but unfortunately for them, PSG were bigger, stronger, and more tactical than Aston Villa. So Arsenal going into that game, I know what Mikel Arteta can do. You understand?
Yep.
I know what it can do.
Says
But
too
nevertheless, you are playing against a team that has a mindset of not losing.
That's PSG or Real Madrid.
Real Madrid, they have a mindset that even when they are losing, they play like they are winning. You understand? So I believe if Arsenal is going into that game, they should go into that game like not like they've won the game already. They should be going into that game that they are losing 1-0. You know when you are losing a goal, you are one goal down. The way you play, like you are not leaving this behind.
I think they get
that's
the point.
that's what Arsenal should just go into the game to do. We are entering this game, telling somebody like Ancelotti will go and tell them that this is Zidane. Zidane will tell them that this is a final. After this final, we have another final. So Arsenal should go into that game playing like this is the final.
First of all,
and we are one going down.
I like to say this. I think that because of the challenges that Arsenal have had this season, a lot of us have actually underrated that team. And when you now take a closer look, I think the Madrid victory is beginning to open the eyes of a lot of people with the fact that Mikel Arteta knows his job. I'll take you somewhere. When he was signing defenders at the beginning of during the transfer window, a lot of people were worried. Why Timber? Why Calafiori? Why defenders? And he's particular about the kind of striker he wants. When he didn't get it, and when the boat couldn't, he went to sign his defenders. Now, if you look at all of them, he has a pattern that I keep saying. I was telling someone that I said we should observe. He signs players that can play a minimum of 2 good positions.
Yes.
And right now, I'm even confused about where Timber plays. You understand?
Timber plays as a centre back, right back, and a defensive midfielder.
Sometimes
sometimes a progressive midfielder,
Yes,
there's anything
yes.
like that.
you see a 9.
Now, where am I going to? It
Maguire.
tells you how he has been able to put the team together, how he has been able to win them over, how he has been able to say you're not just playing for me, for yourself. You're playing for the badge, you're playing for the club, you're playing for the team, you're playing for the fans, and you will see it in their faces. If they don't do well, they come out and apologize to the fan, and you can see the sincerity. And when they do well, you will see the joy in their faces. And there's something else that it does that of course a lot of other pundits don't like. They've called them names for that. I mean, if it's a set piece, he allows the set piece guy to take charge. If it's a goalkeeping issue, he allows the goalkeeping guy to take charge. So when you look at that, what I think he has done is that he's not micromanaging anything. He's not managing aspects of the team. He's managing the whole team.
Or single-handedly managing
But when you all have done your work, then let me take charge. But when it's time for your work, go and do it. And I think it has worked for them well. You will see that once it's set piece, it steps back.
Exactly.
And Jovic takes over. And then there's something that I've noticed about Mikel Arteta that every time Arsenal scores a goal, which is also the same thing with the players, when they score a goal, it's as if you have a conference meeting. and they start discussing what to do, where to do. I don't know what they discuss. Immediately Arsenal scores, you see Arteta after celebrating, he's already speaking with the assistant manager. And I'm like, what exactly is he doing? It tells me something that this is a man who understands every aspect of the game, who knows what to do, how to do it. He may not have the best resources, but I think we need to give him kudos for being able to manage that team in such a way that at the end of the day, they are one of the best teams in the world.
Salem,
they are top 5 or top 10.
No, of course.
Teams in the world.
Yesterday I was watching. I was not even watching the game between Chelsea and Lega Warsaw. And after the first half, the Chelsea fans came out. They were all discussing. They were not even discussing their match. They were talking about Real Madrid and Arsenal. And those guys were saying, man, Arsenal, they give me joy. Watching those guys. Yeah, I'm serious. Yeah. This guy was like,
are these fans some of them that I know?
I'm telling you that Arsenal, they give me joy. Watching those guys, man. Look at the way they played Madrid. Blah blah blah. See, we've been playing like that for a long time.
Throughout. It may work sometimes. It may not work.
That's where the patience of the board comes in. When you said the patient dog eats the fattest bull. But what I'm seeing in this is that the board, they are not giving him what he wants yet. But they are patient enough to let them see what he's doing. They understand that, okay, this guy knows what he's doing. They give him enough time. They did not give him enough funds, but they give him enough time. And the little funds he has, he uses for what is necessary. There's a difference between what you in economics you say wants and needs. He looks for what he needs, not what he wants. Looking at if it is what he wants, sorry sir, if it is what he wants, he'll have gone for a striker January. But it looks as if no, I need. I
think it didn't. If it's what let me help you. Let me would it maybe contend with you or redirect that. I don't think if it is what he wants when it comes to that striker issue. Because we fans, football fans generally, pundits and those who are all of us were outside. We don't know what they discuss daily.
Exactly.
But one thing he said twice, I'll pick some things from Mikel Arteta. When Newcastle defeated them, he said something. He said that's what you get when you have the world-class striker. And I said this could have probably been directed to the board.
Yes.
I said that in my mind.
He needs a striker.
I need 6. And then he's been able to also come back and say, look, I am concentrating on my team, what I have. You understand? Mikel Merino has 6 goals and from in the Premier League. And those 6 are like there are strikers, all-out strikers who don't even have that much. He's playing out of position. I'm not saying anything. I'm not mentioning it. He's playing out of position. When you watch the game, you will know that this guy is still trying to get into the mentality of a striker.
When he scored the 3rd goal against Real Madrid, do you know he was at the center, almost with Party? It was when I collected the ball, take it to wasn't an OJ guy,
Skelly.
Skelly, yeah. To Skelly, then Skelly to
Trossard, and then back to Skelly.
Then now, he took the ball from the middle, like deep in the middle, now ran back to the front.
He's still a midfielder in his mind. He's just he's struggling to fit into that striker's position, but I would say that he's doing an excellent job. But because of we're really running, I like to bring in Wembley, and the reason why I like to put Wembley on the call has to do with, we will go back to the Premier League in a bit, has to do with you, Jeremiah.
What I do?
Yes, in your last show, I would like to quote, we will play the video. This is what you said. You said, you beat Leon. Home, away. And you played away first. You did not win. So, hold on. So, are you going to press pause and replay the away game?
No, let me come in now. We played with 10 men against 12 men. You understand?
How do you mean?
Onana was an attacking midfielder for Lyon yesterday, because I don't understand.
Are you blaming?
I'm not blaming Onana.
See, I watched the match. Yesterday.
That was his 8 errors.
See, no, wait. See, apart from Onana trying to be probably the sabotage of the team or something like that.
Would he intentionally sabotage his team?
No, chill. You guys did not deserve the draw yesterday.
We deserve to win now.
We need to deserve deal. Winning.
Wait.
Shut down.
No, wait, no, I'm serious. I'm being serious. I watched the match now. You called me when I was saying referee blow now.
Yes.
It was the match I was watching live in my house. See, Leon, Leon missed a lot and a lot of chances.
Leon were actually all over you, actually.
Let me comment that. Let me comment.
Lacazette was just, I was God.
We know.
Lacazette was being Lacazette.
You know now.
As usual now. If I see chances with Lacazette, I'll just drink beer.
Bro, you know.
Because he will Nunes it. Sorry, he will miss it.
But
Stray bullets.
Liverpool are not top table. Liverpool are top of
They
the
are topping the worst league of the season.
Is it the worst league or they just see?
They're just lucky.
They are very lucky.
It's not the worst season
It
because
is not that play that took them to that top. It is nothing because I don't see what they are playing. That Bournemouth or Nottingham are not doing better than them. But you see, I don't know.
They played against we
Come on, bro.
sorry, which club? Shagun, which club do you support?
I think it's Arsenal.
Which club do you support?
Red Devils.
Well, be specific.
Manchester United.
I can understand the beef.
No, beef.
No, I'm serious. It's not even about that.
It's not even beef. You know, when Man City won the league last season, we said yes, kudos to them. They did well because right from I think end of March, they played the game and they did not lose any game till the end of the season. Even the last game of the season against West Ham, when Kudus scored that overhead kick, I was happy because I didn't want them to win that third consecutive league. You understand? But unfortunately, the fighting spirit, we saw the way they played.
So unfortunately, there was no Kudus for Kudus.
Yes, exactly. So Liverpool this season, when we played against Liverpool, I was expecting them that they will be all over us. Then watching the game, I was blaming Man U. We were playing them like
okay.
It is the Liverpool we are
He's
talking
not
about.
you. It's about.
I'm just talking about.
Yeah,
I'm just talking about.
Let me bring Wembley. Let me put
They played
Wembley
in the first leg. They played 2-2 against Arsenal.
You people are
And they settled for draws.
Ref, VAR, penalties.
They've gotten 9 penalties and they've conceded 1.
Bro. And there are so many penalties that they don't even deserve. A lot.
Exactly.
Oh, come on.
You now give Mo Salah another year.
Yeah.
But,
Is it 1 or 2?
since 3 years.